This is one of my absolute favorite soul foods. It's warm, it's juicy, it's filled with all the goodness of ground beef, tomatoes, feta cheese, and it goes perfectly well with a nice side dish of rice. Stuffed bell peppers, that's what I'm going to show you today. Not only is this a colorful dish, it is also simple to make. I'm sure you're gonna love not only making this but also eating it with your family and your loved ones. This is Rajiv, your delicious chef. If you like what I'm doing, then hit the like button, and while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Thank you. Stuffed bell peppers, yes, that's what we're making today. I have some beautiful bell peppers over here. I'm choosing the colors red and yellow. I think the bell peppers in these colors have a very mild and aromatic taste. I am not a big fan of the green bell peppers, but if you like them, please just substitute one of these with green ones. Before we set up our peppers, we will have to take care of our sauce, which is going to be made basically from one big onion and two beautiful big garlic cloves. Let's get that going and then I'll come back to the peppers. For our tomato sauce, we will dice up a big onion. We will also cut up our two garlic cloves nicely. There you go. We have the cut up onions over here. We're going to use half of this for the tomato base for the casserole, and the other half is going to be mixed with the ground beef for the stuffing of the peppers. I've got the pan on medium to high heat. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil and all of the onions. Now we'll fry these till they are translucent. So the onions have been cooking for a good 5 minutes. They're browning a little bit around the edges and are absolutely translucent. Now I will add the garlic. Give it a nice mix. Remember to add the garlic towards the end so that it doesn't burn. And now we'll hit it with some spices. We have a teaspoon of ground coriander, a teaspoon of ground cumin, and a teaspoon of red paprika. Stir it. And a teaspoon of herbes de Provence, which is basically ground thyme, rosemary, and oregano. Give this a nice mix. Looks delicious. We will now divide this onion spice mix into 2 halves. We will save 1 half for the tomato base, and to the other half I am going to add half a cup of rice, which I have washed and drained. Give this a good stir and let it fry for about 30 seconds, and then add half a cup of water. Put the lid on and let it simmer on low heat for 12 minutes until all the water is absorbed. Let us prepare the bell peppers now. Take one, cut off the lid like this. Take a teaspoon and scrape off the inside of your bell pepper. That's it. Now let's do this for the rest. Now we have some nice bell peppers over here, all hollow on the inside and waiting to be stuffed with our delicious stuffing. Keep the lid, we will use that to cover up the bell pepper. I have 500 grams of ground beef here for the stuffing. To this we will add the delicious rice mix we just made. I will also add a little bit of the tomato sauce we have, not too much. Then I will add 60 grams of corn. Hit it with some salt and pepper. We'll chop up some parsley and add it to that. And we'll add about 50 grams of Greek Feta cheese. That's enough, just crumble it inside. And now give this a nice mix. Don't be shy, go ahead and use your hands. To the pan, I have added back half of the onion mix we had taken out earlier. I will go ahead and add 600 grams of tomato sauce, and we will give all this a nice stir and let it simmer on low heat for 5 minutes until all of the aroma and all of the spices have been incorporated into this heavenly sauce, which I will use as a base for our casserole. Add a nice bit of pepper. Be generous with that. And also some salt so that the taste is according to your requirements. So now we're all set with the filling for the bell peppers. Go ahead, grab a pepper, stuff it nicely inside with your filling. Up to the top, set aside, and proceed with rest. Look at these amazing bell peppers, stuffed to the brim and waiting to be baked to perfection. And if you're as lucky as I am today and have some stuffing left over, then go right ahead and prepare some meatballs out of them. We'll drop these balls right into the sauce and bake them. And somebody in the family is going to be so happy that you had some stuffing left over. Pour over some of the beautiful tomato sauce you just made into an oven-safe casserole dish, just covering the base, and then layer the bell peppers onto the sauce. Pour the rest of your sauce into the casserole. Shake just a little bit to distribute the sauce. Pop the meatballs you had left over into the sauce. And all of this now will bake in a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for a good 35 minutes. Look at these. They've been in the oven now for 35 minutes and the sauce is still simmering. I'm going to serve them now. Absolutely awesome stuffed bell peppers. The good thing about this dish is that it comes with a lot of delicious sauce you can use to serve alongside your pepper, and you're just gonna love it. Now, doesn't this look absolutely delicious? I can take the lid off so you can, oh, it's hot. So you can look at all the juiciness and the stuffing inside. Looks perfect to eat. Now to serve, take the lid off. Add some nice sauce over it. Sprinkle nicely with cut parsley. And you can serve this with a side dish of delicious rice. Enjoy. Delicious. I hope you liked my video and are now looking forward to making your own stuffed peppers. Enjoy your dish and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. I'd also like to read your comments.